Pete!
Oil pressure's all right, Richie. She's running cooler.
Beauty.
I was still holding third?
Yeah. Don't crowd the Ferraris. Just watch for my signal. You got that? Just watch for my signal.
Okay.
And watch it at Arnage. The tracks are slippery as hell.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, come on, get inside.
What happened to Harry?
You never knew what hit him.
It's 2 cars who've lost during the night.
Yeah.
You going on?
Don't you want to? Get this place cleaned up. It's a junkyard.
Greg. Jack?
I just heard about Harry Burton.
Yeah.
Did he run out of road?
Went off on the right-hander at the end of the straight.
You going on?
Yeah, of course.
I'll stay on the dawn patrol.
Sure.
Here. It's the last bit of gum in France.
How's Carla doing?
Dropped the place during the night. We're fourth. 2 laps behind.
Nice to wake up some morning and be 10 laps in front.
Stop laughing, sport. That far out in front, you'd get bored.
There's Greg now.
He still looks tired.
Oh, stop worrying, Mother. He's bound to look tired at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I'm going to Mass now. Are you coming?
No, I'll come later. I want to watch Greg.
That's why I'm going now.
It's a little early for you to start praying for him to win, isn't it?
I never pray for your brother to win, Taz. Just to finish.
There goes Rafferty. Now we got something to watch.
He's not the only man in the race, Dad.
He is for me, honey. It's Rafferty. He can't be killed now.
Domine Filio Unigenite Iesu Christe.
10 minutes, monsieur.
Merci beaucoup. Vous êtes bien aimable.
Mais pas du tout, monsieur.
Hope my French don't sound like bad language. Looked like you had an accident. How you going, sport?
Do you know any racing cars with automatic transmission?
You don't have to worry.
Oh, thanks. Did you see the doctor?
No. Saw the boss. We're out of work, sport.
Why? We've done all right. Won at Monaco and Nürburgring.
Yeah. We lost 3 cars. All complete write-offs. Companies ain't enough.
What will you do, Richie?
Oh, I don't know. Time I quit the game anyway. Wife and kids will see a bit more of me. Still got my garage in Chalfont. I know it don't make me a million, but... You? Hey, sport. How about you?
Oh, I don't know. Look around for another contract.
Why don't you give it up? It's your 3rd crack-up. Bad one. Remember what's printed in the back of the ticket, sport. Motor racing is dangerous.
What the hell can I do? Buy an old-school tie and sell second-hand cars? Hey, Richie, do you know a fella called Bartell, American, Joseph Bartell?
No? Why?
Wants to see me when I get back to London.
Well, if he wants you to go risking your neck round the track again, you think twice about it.
It isn't as easy as that.
Listen, sport. Everyone has to have his last race sooner or later. You think about it. Better to retire alive than dead.
Hey, Richie.
Yeah?
You left one.
Nice to see you back, sir.
Look after, will you?
Certainly, sir.
Going now?
No.
Thank you, sir.
Won't you come in, Mr. Rafferty? I saw your accident at Le Mans. You seem to have made a fast recovery. My father phoned to say he's been delayed. Could I fix you a drink?
Thanks. Could I have a scotch?
With ice?
No, thanks. Just soda.
You racing drivers must have quite an exciting life.
Well, we have our moments.
So I've noticed.
Mr. Rafferty. Sorry I'm late. Your London traffic, it's...
I've already explained, Dad.
Oh, I always turn the darn thing off when I'm not listening. The quiet helps me think. My daughter been looking after you okay?
Yes.
How's your drink? Girl, get me some soda water, will you? Well, you don't look in bad shape, Mr. Rafferty.
Thanks. How did you expect me to look?
I never make guesses about the human capacity for recovery, Mr. Rafferty. I've seen dead men get up and walk. Thanks, honey. Your health, Mr. Rafferty.
I'll leave you two alone.
Sit down, won't you?
Thanks.
Mr. Rafferty, do you know my tires? No need to butter me up. I've got 2,000 men at the plant who do that right now.
Right. I've never heard of them.
I'm not in the class of Goodrich, Firestone, all them big fellas. But I make a good tire. And right now, back home, I've got the best tire ever made.
You've got a tire, you want me to test it?
Exactly. I've designed a tire that's got twice as much durability as anything on the road. And that's not all. It reduces the chance of a skid by 30%. I saw how you went off at Le Mans. You'd be a man who'd appreciate a tire that won't skid.
You and your daughter have got to know quite a lot about me, Mr. Bartell.
I know everything there is to know about you. You're a character, Mr. Rafferty. You get your name in the papers advertising gasoline, chewing gum, even hair tonic, I don't know. But you've never been tied up with tires. You got brains and you got guts. You're the man I want, Mr. Rafferty.
Go on.
I intend to. I know you're out of a job. The teams won't sign you on because they're looking for younger guys.
You really have got to know me. I must get to know you sometime, Mr. Bartell.
Anytime you like. I'll give you $25,000 to work for me for 1 year, testing my tires until they're as near perfect as we can make them. Then we'll buy you a car, any car, you name it. And you drive on my tires in a couple of races.
Why do you want to pay me so much money?
I've got to do something spectacular to show up my tires against the big fellas. I could spend $1 million on advertising, but it don't mean a thing unless I got something to blow about. Something to blow about would be a couple of big races won on my tires.
What races do I drive in?
The two toughest, Le Mans and the Mille Miglia. What's the matter? Don't I pronounce it right?
My father was killed in the Mille Miglia.
I know.
You want my answer today?
No. Tomorrow will do. Take your time.
Thanks. I will. Oh, goodbye, Mr. Bartell.
So, he's tuned you out. You'll soon get used to that.
Goodbye, Miss Bartell.
I'll ride down with you. Will you take the job?
I'll think about it.
Do you drive just for the money, Mr. Rafferty?
Well, if there weren't any money in it, I wouldn't be driving, if that's what you mean.
Is that all you can do, drive a car?
I've only got one trade. Only of you.
I'm sorry. I just wondered what the future held for a man like you.
I live in the present, Miss Bartell.
Look who's here.
Hi, Richie. Starting from the bottom again? Learning to change tires?
I see you learning how to drive again. How you going, sport? All healed up?
Take it easy, Richie. I'll fall apart.
We all get old.
Yes, so I've noticed. Hello, Kit.
How's your mother, Greg?
Fine, thanks. Hello, Julia. You helping Daddy? Ah, he needs it.
Oh, this is my best mechanic, aren't you?
Yes, Dad, I am. Come on, Timey, we're cleaned
she's
up.
getting a weight, isn't she? How things going, Richie?
Fine. Making money. What more could you want?
Nothing.
Except,
Said what?
doing what you want to do.
Oh, that's the main thing.
All right, Billy. Out.
Oh, Dad.
Out.
Richie, how about another season as my mechanic?
Thought you'd given it up.
No one's had me say it yet.
Well, I've given it up, Greg. As a mechanic, anyway. The only interest now is my car.
What car?
The one I've been talking about for years. That one. Okay, Billy. Out for it.
Who designed this?
Me. The whole kit and boodle. Works, body, chassis.
Your suspension looks a bit unusual.
We've had arguments about that.
Which you never win, because I'm the boss. We're using this old type engine just for testing. But if I could get the latest 3.8 racing Jag, I might give it another thought.
Bigger engine, Richie. How would you go?
Like a bum, sport. Too fast for you to handle.
Richie, do you remember that fella Bartell, makes tires, American?
Yeah.
Wants to sign me up for a season. Says I can choose my own car.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, with a bigger engine, would she stand up to Le Mans and the Mille Miglia?
Le Mans and the Mille Miglia? Are you fair dinkum, sport?
I'm fair dinkum, sport.
Would she stand up? She'll stand up.
If we change the rear suspension.
Shut up. We're testing her at Silverstone tomorrow. You get that Bartell joker up there and let him have a look at it.
Maybe you could take it around, Greg, eh? Give it a real trial.
Wait a minute. How much does this team pay?
You're lucky to get a free ride in her, sport.
Is this supposed to be a service station or isn't it? There are 2 cars waiting at the pump.
Right. I'm always worried about the unimportant things. Silverstone tomorrow.
Right.
Beauty.
Well, Billy, like to take her around?
If Dad had let me.
Here they are.
Hi, Richie.
All right.
Richie, this is Diane Bartell.
How are you?
Richie Launder.
Hello.
Mr. Bartell, Richie Launder.
How are you?
Those new overalls to impress me, Mr. Launder?
As a matter of fact, yes. What are you wearing to impress me? Rude old...
Now, careful. My father.
If he treats me like that, I'll hang one on him.
Easy, Richie. That's where the money comes from.
It looks like a racing car, but I want to see it go.
All right, Greg, you ready to take a round?
Okay.
You interested, girl?
Mm-hmm.
Now, take it easy. You don't have to bust a gut at this stage.
What are you worried about, me or the car?
I reckon it's about equal. Beauty.
Beauty.
Right.
Rafferty tells me you want a bigger engine. How about an American engine? They got plenty of power.
No, I'd have to completely redesign the chassis.
Well, you know your job.
Yeah, that's right. Like I assume you know yours.
I'd want to know more about your car before I'd go risking my tires on it.
How'd you like to risk a little money on it? Look, sport, Mr. Bartell, we got plenty of time to iron out all the bugs. And whatever it costs, it'll still be a lot cheaper than a Ferrari or a Maserati.
Suppose your car's no good.
Well, if it isn't, I'll sell my garage and pay you back every penny it's cost you. All I want to do is build a car that's just a little better than anything else on the road.
Go on, Dad. You can afford it.
It's not the money. I just don't want to get my name mixed up with something that mightn't come off. How come you're so interested all of a sudden?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm fed up with big business. I should think you'd want to back, Mr. Launder, if only for old time's sake.
How'd you go?
Pretty good. But I think Charlie's right about the rear suspension.
You're fired. There's no room on this outfit for employees who are right.
I tell you what, I'll take her around again. Wind her up a bit.
What's it like?
What's what like?
You know, driving fast out there.
Hop in and try.
I will.
Greg likes the car. I think we'll be okay. What do you say, sport?
Could you come back to London with me? I want some facts and figures before we start talking business.
Well?
Once is enough.
We're getting somewhere. I'm having dinner with Joe tonight. I'll ride back to London with you.
Not in my car, chum. I'm taking Diane to dinner. You take Mr. Bartell back in your car.
What? Another one of those tail burners?
Some tail burner, eh, Sport?
Yeah, plenty of room, too. Wouldn't it be great, Richie, if a couple of little guys like you and me came up with a winner, eh?
Little guys like you and me? You with your $1 million and me with an overdraft like the national debt?
You know, if you offered Richie a ticket back to Australia now, he'd turn it down.
How do you know it's a good car?
Well, cars have a feel, I guess. You know right away if they're any good or not.
Like people?
Yeah, like people. Diane?
Yes?
You want me to tell you something?
Yes. You tell me something.
Just 20 minutes from here, I have a flat.
A flat?
An apartment.
Oh, an apartment.
And I make good coffee.
Soft lights, sweet music, log fire, flickering flames. No, Greg. Why must you try to live all of your life in one day? I want things to last me for a whole lifetime.
Today's all I've got, it's certain. I don't want to leave a lot of my life to someone in my will.
We could both be right, you know. You for you, and me for me.
Okay. Your hotel.
No, Greg. Don't come up.
Dinner tomorrow night?
Dad's going back to the States tomorrow. I'm going with him.
Hello, dear.
Oh, Mother.
So glad you were able to come down. I tried to telephone you this morning.
Why? What's on your mind?
So much I want to talk to you about. The estimate for the roof came in today. It's much more than I'd expected.
Always is. One of these days you'll catch up with the cost of living.
I know I'm vague about money, dear, but why does everything cost so much?
What else is worrying you?
Did I say there was something?
No.
Taz is going to drive in the International at Goodwood.
Oh.
Yes, I thought it would surprise you. It surprised me.
Who's he driving for?
The Aston Martin team.
What, the new DBR? Oh, clocked over 170 at Le Mans. That's a handful for him.
You've heard the news?
Yes. Congratulations, Taz. Pretty sudden, wasn't it?
Not really. I know they've been watching me in local club racing for some time.
Glad you decided to let him drive, Mother.
Well, we always agreed that when you retired, I'd let Taz drive in the international events. He's kept his promise, so I'll keep mine.
Who the hell said I'd retired?
Well, we took it for granted after the way you were smashed up at Le Mans.
I suppose when you saw them cart me off on that ambulance, you rushed straight to Aston Martin.
As a matter of fact, I phoned them a week later.
I'm surprised you waited a week. Why? Make sure I was going to live?
Greg, don't talk like that.
Why not? Pushing me into retirement just so he can start driving. It was different when I was paying the bills, putting him through school.
I didn't ask you to send me to an expensive school. In any case, I pay what I can. A car salesman doesn't earn all that much.
A car salesman doesn't live like you do either.
Now stop it, both of you.
I'm sorry, Mother. But taxes, expenses, living the way we do. I couldn't give up racing if I wanted to.
I don't think you'll ever want to.
When the time comes for you to retire, you'll know how hard it is.
Aston Martin have offered to take me on full time.
I'm sorry, Taz, but I'm holding you to your promise. Until Greg gives up, you'll have to be satisfied with the local club meetings.
How long do you expect me to sit around? I'm 21. Dad drove in his first big race at 20.
I know. And in the end, he was killed. I'm not going to let you both race at the same time. I suppose we can't really blame Taz for wanting his chance.
No, I don't blame him. You just have to wait.
Good God, how long do you want the bloody limelight? You've had it for 10 years now. When will you have had enough?
Your father never wanted to retire either. It was always just one more season.
Couldn't you forget the promise?
Not until you give up. Why don't you, dear?
I wish I could.
Well, we could manage. We needn't live here. We could sell the house.
We could sell the house.
Richie, you've been up all night. Leave that darn car alone and go and get some sleep.
Lost track of the time.
You lose track of too many things when you're with this.
One of these days. Said that before, haven't I?
Just once or twice.
Stop raining, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, this flaming climate. If you'd come to Australia with me after the war, you wouldn't have had to put up with this.
The climate or the cars?
Both.
Shall I book our passage tomorrow?
One of these days.
Hi, Richie. Bit early for that sort of thing, isn't it?
Never sleep, that's our motto. Right, now, Kitty, I'll have my breakfast. Steak and 2 eggs.
Oof, you've got a stomach like a cement mixer. Come and have some coffee, Greg.
Thanks, kid. I'd like to. Why don't you join us, Richie?
Yeah, thanks. That's very nice of you.
All right, Billy, switch off.
There's your new engine. How do you like it?
Oh, she'll be all right when you get it tuned up.
Tuned up? What do you think I've been doing all night?
She's better with the larger jets.
These Bartels tires?
Yeah, just got here. He flew him over. Must have cost him plenty. When does he get here?
Tonight. You want a test tomorrow? Can we get Silverstone?
I reckon so. Rick, I don't know about these tires.
Why?
They've got very soft side walls for racing.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow.
Hey, Richie, what's the correct grade of oil for a Ford Consul?
SAE 30.
I hope you're getting paid for this, kid.
Paid? When he spends all his time with this car?
You got to admit she's a beaut.
Oh, yes, she's a beaut.
She's a beaut, too, you know.
You don't have to tell me. The greatest.
Thank you, sir.
Right on time, Mr. Rafferty. I'm gonna like you, son. I've got a soft spot for a punctual man. Come right in. How you been, boy? I tell you, nothing can stop us. Those tires of mine, they're not just great, they're the greatest. Yes, sir, the greatest.
Well, that's great.
Sure, it's great.
Is Diane back with you?
Yeah, she's around, but she won't bother us none. Now, Rafferty, a technical man like you wants facts, so I'm not selling you, I'm just telling you these facts. 150 miles per hour, no, say 170, around 1,700 revolutions per minute, you get centrifugal force. You get heat factors.
Heat factors, yes. Where's Diane gone?
Oh, forget it. This is all Greek to her. She's just a girl, Mr. Rafferty. Now, the new Bartel air valve automatically shows tire pressure. No fiddling with gauges, no crazy guesswork.
How do you mean, just a girl, Mr. Bartel?
What was that again?
I said, is Diane know I'm here?
Diane, he's here. She knows now, Mr. Rafferty. We've run these tires to an equivalent 200 miles per hour, day and night in our test shop. We've even dragged them sideways to see if we could tear them off the rims.
Hello.
Hello, Diane.
I talked to Richie this morning. We're going to give those tires of mine a real workout. We're going to... Are you listening to me, Rafferty?
No, he isn't, Dave.
I don't need this. I'm talking to myself. I was going to get a haircut anyway.
I knew I had to come back.
Gonna like these tires. Treat them as rough as you like.
Sidewalls are pretty soft for a racing tire.
You just have to get used to them.
All set, Greg.
Okay.
You take it easy for a lap or two. Wear them down a bit. Get the feel of them.
Well, one thing I'm not gonna tell them is how to drive a car.
Thanks.
Watching him work. A real craftsman. Even an artist, maybe.
I hate to think what it's going to be like when he retires.
You never missed. Dead or alive, once you're out of it, you never missed.
Dead or alive. Don't you ever have a cheerful thought? That looked a bit dicey, sport.
Put the tire pressures up 3 pounds, will you?
It was my tires that got him out of it. You feel how they held you on the road, Greg? Well, you saw that, didn't you, Richie?
It's all right, darling. Wasn't really dangerous.
Wasn't it?
No, just part of the game. You get used to it.
Will I?
You still not sure of my tires? What's the matter? Don't they feel right?
I'd like to test them some more, Mr. Bartell. After all, that's what I'm getting paid for.
Now you'll find out how good your tires are.
They gotta be good.
Greg.
What happened, Sport? I thought you had it.
What went wrong? Your tires went wrong. No bloody good for racing.
I don't believe it. I know they're good. I know it.
Come and get it. Grub up.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Margaret.
You're 102.
Oh, sometimes I feel like it. How many candles?
Put the whole packet on. Still don't look enough to me. 21, count up.
The rest are just decoration.
Doesn't it look lovely?
Well done.
Ah, Greg, mi amigo.
You play that guitar like you drive a car.
I will beat you one day. Meet Jackie. Jackie poses for calendars. Muy guapa.
Definitely muy guapa.
That's right. That's where he first saw me, hanging on his garage wall, eh, amigo?
She speaks very good Spanish.
So simple. The word no is the same.
Hang on there, I'll just rescue my drink.
Senora Rafferty, it is a very, very nice party. It's like the old days.
It reminds me of the many times you entertained us so well in Argentina. Buenas tardes, senorita.
Oh, I'm English, Mrs. Rafferty. Oh. It's just my dark herons.
Mrs. Rafferty, it's nice of you to invite a couple of strangers to your birthday party.
Oh, nonsense, Mr. Bartell. There are no strangers in this house.
Dad needs this party, Mrs. Rafferty. Cheer him up a little.
Nonsense. I'm all right, I tell you. Did Greg tell you what we've done about them tires? We've licked it.
Yeah.
Hey, Richie, how you feeling, boy?
Come and have a grog. It's free.
I got one. I'll take one for the other hair.
I just love your dress, Mrs. Rafferty. Is it Balenciaga?
No, dear. A Peabody.
Peabody, village dressmaker.
Oh, you're Taz.
Yes.
Unusual. Is it your real name?
Well, it's short for Tazio. I was named after Tazio Nuvolari.
Nuvolari?
He was the greatest driver of them all.
Taz will take his place one day.
Janet, we're running out.
Oh, gracious, I'll get you another from the kitchen.
You won't be needing Greg then while you rebuild the car.
Oh.
Good. Then you can come back to the States with me and Diane.
Whose idea was this?
Mine, of course. If you're going to be a salesman for Bartell Tires, you got to know what you're selling.
You don't want to go? I'd like a couple of weeks at the Waldorf Astoria.
Only if I can come too.
Oh, Joe. This is, muy guapa.
Muy guapa.
Si.
Can you cook, Diane?
I couldn't write a cookbook, but I got by.
You're the first girl that Greg's ever brought to his home. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Don't you believe a word she says. So we're going to the States, huh? Good idea to go, fathers.
Take this in, will you, dear? Somebody not coming to the party?
No, it was Ainsworth of the Aston Martin team.
What does he want?
I'm going to drive for them in the Mille Miglia.
Taz.
I'm sorry, I've waited long enough. From now on, I'm going to accept every chance I can get to drive.
But your promise.
Oh, to hell with that.
Shut up, Taz.
They're ready to go, Tess.
Go along, Taz. Go back to the party. We can't argue about this now. Not with all these people here.
Come on, Taz!
Come on!
Come on, Sarah!
Come on! Come on! Catch him!
Come on!
Come on, Taz! Come on!
On the inside! Cars
Richie! Richie! BTS is in
He'll never come up.
Happy?
Oh, yes. It was a wonderful party.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
I'm taking you back to your hotel.
Oh, Greg. Must you?
All right. Where would you like to go?
Soft light, sweet music. Flickering log fire. I'd like to try living in the present.
It's funny. I've been thinking about living in the future.
The elephant said, very funny, very funny.
I always come here when Joe sends me to New York. It's a great place.
I can see now why you come to New York so often.
Hey, I once had my name in Winchell's column, right at the bottom, down among the jokes.
Exactly where you belong.
I could work my way up. I might finish up a celebrity.
Who ever heard of a production boss being a celebrity? Now, here's a celebrity. Over in Europe, Greg's famous.
Yes, but not in New York.
Don't worry, you'll be a celebrity over here. You told him, Joe? Let's finish dinner first.
Tell me what?
Well, I was going to keep it till later. We've entered you in the Sebring 12-hour race in Florida. You win it, you're a celebrity. Just like Ed says.
Don't you think you should have asked me first?
There wasn't time. It was an idea I got on the spur of the moment. That's the way I operate. Get an idea and act on it. That's the way it's best.
Best for you, yes.
We got Jack Brabham as your partner. You and him, you can't lose.
I had nothing to do with it, darling.
Don't you want to drive at Sebring? You're working for me, remember? You didn't pick and choose what races you drove in before. What have you got against driving at Sebring?
Nothing was said about Sebring. I had a contract with you for 2 races. But you don't own me.
He didn't want to drive in the Mia Amelia.
For $25,000, he'll drive in what I tell him.
You get yourself a new driver.
Sit down. Sit down, please. Listen, son, I'll give you my side of it. I didn't want to tell you this, either of you. Ed knows, but he's the only one. I need to make good with this new tire. If I don't, the big firms will force me out. I gotta come back with a bang.
But why must he race at Sebring?
Because this country's our main market. And who ever heard of Greg over here?
We figure it this way, Greg. If you win at Sebring, we can get you plenty of publicity. In the papers, newsreels, on the big TV shows, too.
What'll he do on television? Drive a car around the studio?
Well, they'll find something for him to do. They had a troop of monkeys on one night. All they did was eat bananas.
Hey, you like bananas?
All right, Joe. I'll drive for you. What happens if I don't win?
Bananas will have arsenic in them. Come on, Ed. We still got business to talk about. See you back home, honey. Night, Greg.
Good night, Joe.
I can still
Good
see
night.
those monkeys.
See you later. Good night, Diane.
Night. I don't know whether to be angry at Dad or sorry for him. He's always been his own boss. That's his trouble. He's spoiled.
So are you.
Me spoiled?
Yes. Your father's always given you everything you've ever wanted. I doubt if I'll be able to.
Are you proposing to me?
Mhm.
What a place to propose. Why, I can't even kiss you.
And I haven't even got an engagement ring.
I saw just the ring I want in a little shop on Bond Street. I've, had my eye on it for weeks.
Oh, you have?
Greg, I wondered if you were ever going to ask me. If you hadn't, I'd have asked you.
These new Bartol tires like?
I don't know much more about them than you do, Jack.
I didn't like them too much in practice yesterday.
Well, don't break your neck trying to prove they're good. You're taking first shift. Let me know what you think of it when you come in.
We'll have to take it easy for a start.
Yeah. You all right, darling?
Fine.
Hey, why didn't you two fellows stay at home? I thought I had this race in the bag.
We only came to see the girls.
Those girls. Motor racing is getting exciting, huh?
Attention.
And what about
2 minutes to go. All drivers to your station.
Seems to be sliding a lot in the corners.
Oh, that's nothing. Those tires of mine will hold him.
Better get ready, Greg. He's due in next time round.
Move to it.
What are the tires like?
Watch them on the fast corners. They break away very easy.
Hey, come on, hurry it up. Hurry it up.
Tire pressure's okay.
Out of the race with a blown head gasket.
Hey, careful! Stand back!
What's up? What did you come in for?
Tires aren't holding. I'm sliding all over the place. Give me a new set, not Bartels.
You can't do that. You got a ride on my tires.
Sliding all over the track isn't going to sell your tires. I'm going to win this race, but not on those.
He's right, Joe. Okay. Put on someone else's tires. Hostiles are setting the transporters. Get them out. Hey, they're on the left-hand side. Hurry up.
You lost nearly a lap on Zaraga?
Yeah, I know.
Flight progress, sir.
Oh, thank you. Halfway home.
Is that how you read it? Halfway home?
That's what it says here. You have just passed the halfway mark.
Doesn't say anything about home. My home is New York.
I thought you liked England.
Not if you go on racing. I'd feel safer in America. Dad could find a good job for you.
No, thanks. Last thing I want is to be married to the boss's daughter.
Greg, you've got to do something. Or were you just going on until...
If I win the Mina Media, maybe I'll go in with Richie. Make cars.
Is that what you want to do? Make cars in England?
I don't know.
Could we live on that?
That's something we'll have to find out. I'm sorry. Forget it.
I won't forget it. We're going to be married, don't you understand that? I don't care how we work it out. We're going to be married.
Oh, Diane, dear, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you both.
Cheer up, Mother. This is supposed to be a happy occasion.
Well, I am happy. Don't I look happy?
No.
Women, Kitty cried for 2 days after I proposed to her. I thought I'd insulted her. Yeah, it was tough about Carlo. What happened?
Ran out of road. I chased him too hard into a corner.
First time I've heard you blame yourself. Did he go out quick?
Like a light.
Well, that's the way to go if you gotta go.
Yes, but he didn't have to go. He'd be alive today if he'd taken his time through that corner.
When you start taking your time, sport, time to give the game away.
I'm afraid there isn't any champagne.
Oh, sherry will be just fine.
I got engaged to Greg's father in Italy, and everybody got drunk on Chianti.
Oh, wonderful. No, toast seems unimportant after what happened to Carlo.
Yes. I wrote to his mother. But somehow those sort of letters always seem an intrusion on someone else's private grief. But I had to write. He was such a wonderful boy. So full of fun.
Is Taz still driving in the Mia Amelia?
Yes. Well, here's to your happiness, my dear.
Thank you.
Yeah, they delivered the transporter. It's a beaut. Now we're beginning to look like a team. Well, Janet, I think we ought to drink to these two.
It's sherry, Richie.
It's all right, Richie. I'll get the scotch.
He's a smart boy. Righto, love, I'll see you in Brescia. And I'll get you the best room in the best hotel in town.
Well, just as long as I don't have to sleep with the cars.
Here, have a pint, Richie.
No, thank you, mate. Not when I'm driving.
Won't make all that difference to your driving, sport.
He's a funny joker, your Uncle Greg. Well, it'll be nice to get a bit of Italian sunshine after this lousy climate. And spruce the place up a bit. It's going to be famous when I get back.
Take it easy, Richie.
Beauty. Come on. 12 seconds dead, not bad. Who was that?
Rosano and his Maserati. He'll be breathing down our necks on Sunday.
Him and 600 others. Right, let's have another go and get your corsets off this time.
Hey, dinner is already.
Just in time.
Lovely, mangiare.
We are all going to eat together, okay?
What about the Chianti?
The Chianti's all right.
Hello, what are you doing here?
Is it all right to eat with the opposition?
Oh, we're broad-minded. Greg's brother Taz, named after Tazio Nuvolati.
Oh, what a name to bear, eh? In one name, two great champions. Your father and Nuvolari. They used to come here, to me, to Lupi. They love my cooking.
Really?
Like me.
Yeah, I bet they like the Chianti, too.
Oh, come, signora. Come.
Oh, that's great.
Ah, a meal fit for champions. The best pizza north of Napoli. Even I eat it.
Yeah, well, you could lose a couple of pounds of pressure there, sport.
Oh.
Come on, let's have some.
By the way, it might interest you to know that I'm not racing against you on Sunday. We've only 2 cars ready, and no one wants to move over to make room for Junior.
Well, that's the way it goes in this game, sport. Seniority counts.
But it's so darn frustrating sitting around waiting for somebody to break a leg or something.
Well, someone will be glad you're not driving.
Who? You or Mother?
Here's the Chianti I was telling you about, Richie. Want some?
Yeah, thank you. What a day for a drive round Italy. Sunshine, blue skies.
You keep your eye on the road. That's your job.
Morning, morning. Say, Greg, my new tires, you got them on today?
That's right, Joe.
We checked the pressure. That new valve's okay.
What did I tell you, Ed? I knew we had it licked.
I'd still like another test report after this run.
Wouldn't do any good. We're not going flat out. Just getting to know the course.
1,000 miles? How can you really get to know that?
Well, we take movies, make notes, and for the rest, pray our memories are good.
We'll be working on the #1 car while you're away, but treat this one carefully.
Yeah, we'll look after it. You look after George.
Huh? Oh, these birds. Ooh, I think I'll get a job with Maserati and stay in Italy.
You're fired. Again.
Don't worry, it's only a practice run. They'll be all right.
I just miss him, that's all. Every minute he's away. How long have you and Richie been married?
12 years. 6 of which I think he spent with the cars. I still miss him, though. Oh, cheer up.
What's the matter? Looking for something.
So this is where your father was killed.
Yes. He went off right here.
And Campione, the champion. Did you put that up?
No. No, I've never seen it before. One of the Italian drivers came back and set it up. He was killed himself in the 48 Mille Miglia.
Has your mother seen it?
No.
It's quite a drop. What a place to choose.
You don't choose it, Richie.
No. You feel you ought to put flowers on it, maybe?
He wouldn't want to be remembered for this, with words, flowers. One thing he hated was to lose. God knows he lost here.
Yep. Hey, Sport.
Hmm?
Come on. Let's go and have a beer. You want to call this race off, Sport?
You don't want to drive with me, do you, Richie?
I didn't say that.
Didn't have to. I know what it's like sitting next to a driver who might have lost his nerve.
It hasn't gone that far, has it?
I don't know. It's just this Mille Miglia. One race I've always avoided.
Yeah. You know how much that car means to me, Greg?
Yes. And at my age, you know how much this race means to me, Richie?
Greg, everybody gets scared. There isn't a man who can call himself a man who hasn't been scared sometime or another. I know what your trouble is.
Yeah. That memorial stone back there on the road. The reason why I've sometimes lifted my foot sooner than Fangio or Moss or anyone else.
Greg, you just gotta force yourself past that stone.
It's an easy thing to say, Richie.
You gotta do it, Sport.
Yeah. I've got to do it.
And you will. Beauty.
Tira, Gino!
Vieni, andiamo!
Hello? Kitty? No. It's not Richie. It's Greg. Kitty?
Are you all right, Greg?
I'm catching the express to Bologna. I'm in Rome. I was dying to meet me, will you? Yeah.
Signora, prego, autografia. Signora.
What am I going to tell the children? How do you go about that? I didn't even say goodbye to him this morning. We didn't say goodbye. I suppose he didn't want to waken me, leaving so early in the morning. It was early, wasn't it? It's funny, you know. When that phone rang, I knew at once it wasn't Richie. Oh, he always rings me right away just to let me know he's all right, only this time it wasn't Richie. Just a message from Greg. You know, Richie always used to say to me, "Don't you worry about me, Kit. I'm happy. You just get on with your washing." More than anything in the world, I wanted him to be happy, so I just got on with my washing.
And you were happy?
Oh, yes. You see, Richie loved cars. That's why I put up with them. Cars, I mean. I knew how much they meant to him. He was happy doing what he was doing, so I was happy too. Someday you'll understand about that.
How's Kitty?
A little better. The doctor's given her a sedative.
How's your father taking it?
Not too well. Oh, Greg, I've realized so much after what's happened today. I've been selfish.
Don't say it. I should have quit after Le Mans.
No, I have to say it. You mustn't worry about me or Janet or anybody else. It's you that's important now. You've got to do what you want to do, Greg. We'll live in England. If you must go on racing, I'll understand. I just want to be with you, whatever you do.
I love you, Diane.
I know you love me, but there's something far more important than that. You've got to do what you have to do.
Have you seen Kitty this morning?
Yes, I have.
Greg, was it my tires? I just can't face Kitty till I know.
We hit a patch of oil.
But was it my tires? I got to know, Greg.
Just a patch of oil. I couldn't do anything about it. Just ran out of road.
I'm glad of that. But it wasn't my tires, I mean. I liked Richie. I liked him a lot.
Well, how will Kitty get on? I mean, did Richie leave her anything?
This car. Country garage. Wrecked down the road.
Not much.
I don't suppose Richie ever wanted a memorial Unless it was a couple of his cars passing each other on the main road.
Yeah. He asked me to go in with him as his partner. I never gave him an answer.
We could set Kitty up. You could count on me for the money. How about it, Greg?
It would mean a lot if this car was a success.
She's ready to go, Greg. George and me worked on her all night.
I'm sorry, Greg. I know how you must feel. You're not going to race?
No, of course he isn't. We're withdrawing the car. That's right, isn't it, Greg?
We've got her ready, just like Richie said. Well, he'd have wanted her tuned up, ready to go.
Yeah. That's the way he would have wanted it.
Greg, if you want to drive, I'll go along with you. I've been along the course. I know the road.
Richie's notes. We'll take the laundry in. Taz and me.
Hey, Rafferty, drive carefully. Make sure you'll finish.
Why don't you find a car, Osano, and get run over?
You're gonna be his navigator? You're taking a big risk, boy, riding with him.
Forget it. He needles everyone. It's an old trick.
Miles to go. 600 cars all on the road at the same time. Well, I better get down to the control point at Florence. We've set up a pit there.
All right. Good luck.
Check the near side brake pad. It's grabbing.
It's between you and Lozano now. He's 2 minutes ahead. How's the car?
The car's all right. Got some water? Now's the time to get out if you want to.
I'll get out and dress you at the finish.
You'll never catch us.
Your tires are fine, Mr. Bartell. You're way out in front. Go ahead. Okay, Greg, take it away.
It's all yours, Taz.
I better get back to the car before they tear it apart for souvenirs.